Accountability Commission set up by Governor Pritzker and Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton and our state legislators. And I had an out-of-body moment thinking about what I was saying, that we were talking about ICE raids, tear gas, masked men jumping out of black SUVs, swooping up people, innocent people, with these raids, and what that caused to our residents and to these families and to our businesses. And I remember walking in Little Village and doing a shopping in solidarity walk and stopping at Los Tamales for lunch. And you know who was with me? You know who showed up at that time? Not for the cameras, but for the community? Juliana. She has been there since day one for our communities, and we are done with politicians, not public servants. And Raja is a politician. He is out here for himself and to get this Senate seat and crown himself king, just like Donald Trump. And we're not going to stand for it. We have long memories. We know who's been with us in our communities. We know who is fighting for us and is doing it for the people. And so I call on the congressman to denounce these ads and not let black money come into these races and say things that are not true, but also you have to look at what your values are in this moment. And the Alderwoman talked about courage. And sometimes courage is doing the right things even when it's hard. And that's what we're calling on, making sure you're doing the right things even when it's hard for what is most important for our communities. So I'm proud to support this Lieutenant Governor for Senate, and we have to do our part. So March 17th is the primary, but people are voting now. This is a 2-point race. Every vote counts. And to our young people out there, our young people are our future. Do not take this election for granted. We are important midterm elections, but important just for the primary too. So come out March 17th and make your voice heard. Right. Next up, SEIU Executive Vice President Erica Bland.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm here today to talk to you about the Juliana that I know, the Juliana that SEIU knows, and the Juliana that Illinois knows. She's a mother, a lawyer, a champion, and a fighter for working families on the issues that matter the most. She is committed to taking on Donald Trump and has taken on bullies in the state of Illinois before. So when we talk about it, that's why we're standing here today. We're here because dark money has decided to target her character, her record, and twist the narrative in an effort to tarnish her. So let's set the record straight today. When we had a bully for a governor in Illinois and the Child Care Assistance Program was targeted in 2016, Juliana accepted the call to become a state representative and protect child care for working families in the state of Illinois and make sure that our babies had the care that they needed. When affordability was an issue in Illinois in 2019, Juliana partnered with us to raise the minimum wage and meet the challenge of affordability for the hundreds of families, thousands of families in the state of Illinois who needed to make sure that they could put food on the table for their families. When mortality rates were challenged for mothers in our state and their ability to be supported and thrive holistically, and women's right to choose was under attack, Juliana listened and partnered with legislators to make sure that we got the job done. No amount of MAGA money can erase that record. The real changes in the lives of Illinoisans from the top of this state to the bottom of this state have been felt by Juliana's leadership. And our lives are better with Juliana in office. And we will be better when we send her to the U.S. Senate. We are facing a moment where we need a leader who can lead with integrity, who can lead and show the ability to get hard things done, and who will not compromise. And that leader is Juliana Stratton. And when we are faced with so many challenges in our country, attacks on Medicaid, the need for a living wage, to abolish ICE, and to make things more affordable, we need Juliana, who is not scared to stand up for people, not afraid of a fight, and willing to build people up, not attack people, because they are scared of losing control and keeping on with business as usual. So let's be clear, her record speaks for itself. And when working families needed her the most, she was there. And Juliana Stratton is the clear choice for the next U.S. Senator of the state of Illinois. Next, we're going to hear from the CTU Recording Secretary, Vicky Kurzitlo.
Thank you so much. Good day, everyone. Good day. My name is Vicky Kurzitlo. I'm a teacher, an officer of the Chicago Teachers Union, and an Illinois Federation of Teachers Executive Vice President. I'm here to support Juliana Stratton. This cycle, we've seen dark money groups spending millions to elect candidates that back ICE, support Donald Trump's MAGA agenda that stripped money from schools, attacked immigrants, and attempted to erase Black history. Raja Krishnamurti's taken that money from companies like Palantir that power ICE. We don't need more of the same. We need a fighter instead. Juliana Stratton has proven that she will actually stand up to Donald Trump. She's a fighter for the people, not corporations or special interests. She'll fight for Medicare for all. Medicare for all. A living wage! A living wage! And to abolish ICE. And not Trump's ICE, ICE.
That's right.
That's right.
She won't blindly follow the Democratic establishment and sell out to the highest bidder. Juliana will be the fighter we need in Washington because she's been a fighter here at home. She's delivered for working people, raised wages, made health care more accessible and affordable, protected reproductive rights, banned assault weapons, supported real investments in schools, and so much more. That's the leadership we deserve in DC. Please join me and thousands of educators across Illinois in supporting Juliana Stratton for U.S. Senate. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce Congressman Chuy Garcia.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sisters and brothers, I am excited to join each and every one of you because it's crunch time for the future of the state of Illinois.
That's right.
And I'm proud to stand here with the best candidate to hold that office to be the successor of Senator Dick Durbin. And the one thing that drove me to be here this afternoon is my belief that the greatest threat to democracy comes from the people occupying the White House and holding majorities in the Senate and the U.S. House of Representatives. And they were brought there by big money interests, by billionaires who want to keep those majorities and who want to pass bills that benefit the billionaires at the expense of working people all over our country. And we ain't having it because democracy should never be for sale. Democracy should be about ideas, integrity, and commitment to community, not by who can raise the most money. Money is the greatest threat we are facing to democracy right now. But every election cycle, we see more and more money flooding elections in every cycle, and more pressure to turn public service into financial competition, and that ain't what democracy should be about. And it's not healthy for our democracy. We've got to do everything that we can to protect a system where the most qualified leaders can serve, not just those backed by corporate interests or wealthy donors. Communities deserve representatives who answer to the people and not to contract profits or investments. And that's why I'm proud to stand with Juliana. Just like last week I said, plug Trump and vote for Juliana. Plug Trump. Plug Trump. And I support her because she's committed to public service, rooted in community fairness and accountability, the way that democracy is supposed to work. Ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, join me in welcoming our next U.S. Senator from Illinois, Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton.
And thank you, Congressman, for that incredible introduction. And thank you all for being here. I am Juliana Stratton. I'm Illinois' 48th Lieutenant Governor and a proud candidate for United States Senate. And I've called everyone here today because I want to make one thing very clear. MAGA money will not decide Illinois' next senator, period. We learned this week that a Trump-aligned super PAC has begun spending millions of dollars in attack ads to try to sink my campaign and boost my opponent, Raja Krishnamoorthi. You deserve to know that the people funding these ads are the same people helping Trump get rich, the same people that power the MAGA movement, and the same people enabling Trump's authoritarian agenda. And it's no secret why they're coming after me. This news came right after it became clear that I am on the path to victory. You see, our momentum is real, and it's because our message is real. I'm running to give the people what they want. Higher wages, affordable health care, a tax cut for the middle class paid for by the ultra wealthy. And I'm running to get money like this out of politics. That's why Congressman Krishnamoorthi and his allies are panicking right now. After 8 months and $25 million, he could not buy a secure lead. So they're hoping that millions from this MAGA-backed super PAC will stop me instead. But no, that's right, no. But no amount of MAGA money can erase Congressman Krishnamoorthi's biggest weakness, his own record. He voted to fund ICE. He voted to thank ICE. And he's been shamelessly cozying up to the same MAGA forces he claims he'll fight against. And as Illinoisans reject that vision, he's stooping to the lowest of lows to try to claw his way to victory. But accepting dirty money isn't new for the congressman. He has spent a decade building a war chest full of corporate PAC money, ICE contractor money, and money from MAGA allies, when he should have been focused on the people of Illinois. Illinoisans deserve a real fighter right now. They are demanding a leader who will stand up to Trump and take on an administration that is doing everything to help the rich get richer while the rest of us are left behind. I'm proud to be here today to look you in the eye to say, I am that fighter. Our people-powered campaign can win this race, and I want you to know I plan to win this race. And I won't be intimidated by any amount of MAGA money they throw my way. $25 million wasn't enough to stop us before, and guess what? They're not going to stop us now. But we deserve better than the MAGA-backed special interests trying to put their thumb on the scale of this race. And I hope my opponent would agree with that. So I am calling on Congressman Krishnamoorthi to immediately call for the ads to be taken down and reject this MAGA support. And if he's not willing to do that, well, that tells you exactly where he stands. Thank you for being here, and I'm happy to take any questions.